I don't know how bad I'm gonna sound today, but sick probs indeed. Sick of these puns? I should have made a pun in the title. So yeah, we're doing New England missions for 2 reasons. Number 1, I want to. But number 2, I think, from what I've heard, the warden should talk a fair bit, which probably benefits my situation, given that I probably can't speak that well. I sound good? Hey, that's a plus. Happy New Year to you too, Dorito Man, and to everybody out there. Is this our first stream in 2023? It is. Well, Happy New Year. What's up, Hatcha?
There are still a couple of family-owned farms in the reserve. The pumpkin fields are maybe what they're best known for. But some of them also sell flowers and various fresh produce.
Okay. How do I do... I don't remember. I want... captions. Well, there was a time when I knew how to find it. Where would it be? Down here? Yes. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why he just randomly told us that, but is a thing. Happy New Year, Space Cowboy. Got to lurk for a while, but excited to hear these missions. I'm actually kind of looking forward to them. I've heard they're, like, okay. So we're supposed to, like, unlock this outpost. And honestly, I'm a little afraid, because I've already done that, but maybe opening the door will do it. Killed a great one today. Which species? And congrats. Coast, thank you for the super chat. A Flintlock? Is that what that was meant to say? Or hi Flintlock, I think that's what it was. What's going on, man? Speaking of Flintlock, my brother and his fiance each killed a doe with a Flintlock today. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Was worried about that. Have you ever been predator hunting?
Nice.
I have a little bit.
More recent ones. Don't get too used to all the modern comfort, especially if you plan on hiking in high altitude or in the valleys in the north. Oh, by the way, I took the liberty of leaving a backpack for you there. Feel free to use it, in case you're interested in helping out around the reserve.
So is that the main warden? Because I believe I heard that Colton Locke, the Leighton warden, is a part of this too, or the same voice anyway. Love your stuff, thank you, Riker. Congrats on your big buck, thank you. How's your day? It's a little less than ideal being sick, but it is what it is. I feel like, I don't know, from 8 to like 1:30, I was kind of thinking I wasn't going to get to do the stream, but I took a nap and I actually feel a lot better, so hopefully we're on the way to recovery. Does that actually make me wear that?
Might come in handy. Let me explain what I mean by helping out. In a nutshell, our visitors can choose to take on various tasks to support the reserve during their stay. For that, we use notice boards to publish hunting challenges and competitions. There should be one just outside that outpost, if you want to go have a look.
Is there actual stuff here, or is this just a mission thing? Looks like a mission thing.
Of course, we
Trevor Lock, okay.
hunters for their contributions. So, make sure to check out any other notice boards you come across. They're usually near outposts. Thanks to this system, hunters can help keep this place in tip-top shape, and they get to choose when and how they help out.
Harvest 4 coyotes. I haven't done that. I haven't killed 4 coyotes on this map in all the hunting we've done on it.
I suggest you go to the nearest lookout tower. It's north of your current location. It'll help you orient yourself and give you a good overview over the valley.
That I don't think will be relevant for the mission. There was another one there too. Travel to the target practice location. I didn't know they had... Huh. Well, I guess we'll go see what that's about, because I have not been there. Got a grip on whitetail buck with 200 kills. There you go, not bad.
I gotta say, your reputation precedes you. I was thrilled when I saw your name among the applicants for this year's competition. There's this other warden who only had good things to say about your ethics and expertise. Since I trust his judgment 100%, I trust you too.
Must be his brother. What's up, Max Pitbull? How's it going, man? Thoughts on Te Awaroa? I like it. I've always felt like it was missing something. And, there was a mission.
I have a surprise guest for you. An old friend of yours. You'll find out soon enough.
I assume that'll be Colton Locke.
He should be on his way here right now. Once he's arrived, I'll get you two reacquainted.
Alright, Trevor, relax. So there was a mission on Te where you had to track like a person, which a lot of the map missions have that. And when, instead of showing like the human icon, it showed what looked like a Himalayan tar, and everybody thought they were going to be added to the map. I feel like that would be enough to make it better, but they weren't added. I don't know if it was ever meant to be a thing. Maybe it was just a scrapped icon that ended up in the wrong place, but I wish it would have been. For Super Chats, do you get the money, or does YouTube? I think it's like a 60-40 split. Something like that. Got trolled by level 5 pronghorn. Species like that, it's so tough to tell if they're going to make it or not. That's always unfortunate. What's up, Danny? 2 piebald moose on the same run? Not too bad. What did I miss? We're just kind of getting going here. I'm a little worried already about one of these missions, which requires us to shoot 4 coyotes. I don't even know where to find, like, say, a pack of coyotes on this map. What's up, Joshua? We need a 25 odd 6 in game. Would that maybe be like a 3 to 7? I like that idea. Maybe in the same class as the Mosin. Should have taken a quad. Oh well. What happened to Mike, Gary, and the other guy from older vids? I think all of us kind of just got older and had other responsibilities, because, I mean, goodness, some of those videos I was maybe 21. All of us kind of just, you know, got other jobs and stuff like that, so there wasn't as much time to do all that. They're still around, though. Like, Gary's still in the community, Mike's still in the community. I'm assuming you're talking about the Cape Buffalo video. Who was it, McLemmy? He's still around. Do you think a map on the Amazon River would be cool? I don't know enough about the game species there, but I mean, yeah. How about them Steelers? How about Kenny Pickett, man? He looks legit. I know that he only had 168 yards passing, but they had 200 yards rushing. Like, they didn't need him to do that. Thoughts on the Steeler game? Yeah, I think, you know, you'd like to see them put up more points earlier in the game, but that's the style they're going to play. Try to keep it close and win it at the end. That's just what they do. Are we lagging a bit? I think we are. Turn down these graphics just a bit. Schultz, thank you for the super chat. I don't have a message, just wanted to donate. Your videos are great to watch while I'm doing some gunsmithing, polishing up a custom 700 in 243. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Let's do... No. Turn those down a bit. You don't have to hunt the animals for that mission. It's just an extra challenge. That's a side mission, then? I think we'll do just story missions today, so that kind of works out in our favor. Got our first gold lion. There you go. What's up, Johnny? What'd you think about new dogs? Pointers for upland birds and something like finish hounds for fox and rabbits and retrievers? Retrievers is the one I feel like we need most. Then again, like, so much of the bird hunting in the game is over water now, and they do float back to you. But let's say you wanted to hunt, like, geese on Hirschfelden, or... I mean, even if you want to set up for geese on Reventuli, not over the water, having a dog to bring them back would certainly make it a lot more fun. Just got a troll level 9 alligator. Those are the worst. When you have to work so hard just to get them, when they troll, it really hurts. Assume it's a side mission, it should say. Oh. This one is. Oops. Okay, I guess I should have been going up there the whole time. Started a new account in Call of the Wild. Second kill is an albino moose. Good start. I think... I'm pretty sure when I did like a beginner series or something, I feel like it was my second kill too. It was a piebald moose. But kind of similar vibes there. The Steelers will not run the ball to run down time when they need to, and then they decide to run its third down. Yeah, Matt Canada's play calling leaves a lot to be desired. He's gotten better, but sometimes they'll get into this, like, great rhythm. There'll be, you know, 5-yard run, 6-yard pass, 4-yard run, and then they'll get a first down, or let's even go with this, because the one that really drives me nuts, they'll be at, like, a second down, and then they'll run some kind of like toss sweep, just these long developing plays, and lose 6 yards. Drives me insane. Hey, thank you, Active. I feel like currently, at least compared to this morning, I'm on the way to getting better already. I was a little bit sick yesterday. Today has definitely been worse, but hopefully it'll be the worst of it. When are you going to play Classic again? Okay, so tomorrow's video was going to be Classic. There's a chance it still will be. It depends on how I feel tomorrow, because I do not have tomorrow's video recorded. Typically, I record it before the Monday stream, but the whole being sick thing kind of messed that up. So, if I'm feeling well enough by tomorrow and, you know, have 3 hours in me to play Classic, I'll do that. Listen to the echo here. Yep, okay. Doesn't work as good if you're not holding the gun. It could be that I just am congested and can't hear right. But it sounds different to me. Anyway, yeah, if I can sit here and record for like 3 hours tomorrow, I'll probably do Classic. Classic typically takes me longer. If I'm still not feeling well, Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, that shall be on Classic. Your illness is karma for not bringing me any elk back? I did bring elk back. You gotta come get it. Do you know if geese follow the same flight pattern? I don't know that. I don't think so. So there was... I don't think the devs meant to say this. But, which was first? Geese or mallards? It was geese, right? I remember... I don't even know who it was. They had, like, an actual dev on the stream. It wasn't just Jaxy or TK or one of the community managers. And they were talking about how the new ducks worked. It was when ducks came out. And he said something like, it's not like geese that just spawn near you. So I don't think geese are persistently flying. I think they spawn, say, within a kilometer of you and fly, say, at a random direction. Nice, Hydro. Can I get better at Call of the Wild? Definitely. I would say one of the things that I struggle with the most is on the run shots. I can be okay if it's like very broadside or something, but I'm really not good with stuff like that. And I think repetition is going to be the best way to get better at it, but there's probably other games, like if I played things like, I don't know, some sort of first-person shooter game, I'd probably be better at that moving target type of stuff. Elin Class 8 or 9? Probably 8? Moose are 8. I don't know what the size difference is. Alright. Halfway up, does it? Can you stream hunting sim? I'm not gonna lie, there's a decent chance I won't do any more of that.
This is an amazing all-around hunting area, both for new and pro hunters. Rivers, lakes, uplands, forests, mountains. There's lots of different biomes and all kinds of game. Pro tip, if you need to get your bearings, try to find lookouts when you're out exploring. They're scattered all across the reserve.
I wonder if this is the Colton Lock guy, but just speaking different, or if it's actually his brother.
And I can only encourage you to wander off and discover the reserve on your own.
Got my first time in bear? Congrats. Is the 303 a good rifle? It's very good. So is this one of those things where it takes some time for the next mission to come in? That's kind of what it's looking like. Aim and look sensitivity? Does that exist for a mouse?
I have a mission of the utmost importance for you. I need someone I can trust to collect maple syrup. You heard me right.
Okay.
Maple syrup.
We used to do that.
Should you choose to accept this mission, I shall share my best-kept secret with you. My favorite maple syrup spot. More details will be shared with you in due course.
You don't have to make it so creepy, fella. Just let me know.
An area located near the river flowing east to west, right between the mountain ranges. I've marked it on your hunter mate. Godspeed.
Reach Trevor's maple syrup spot. Has anyone out there ever done that? I'm sure some of you guys have. Tap maple trees for maple syrup. It's very... assuming that you do it like we did and all of the maple trees are down steep hills. It's hard work carrying full buckets
I'm
of
sure
sap
you think
up
it's
steep
weird
hills,
that
but
I'm
it's fun.
asking you to pick up maple syrup.
I do, in fact.
I know. Talk about New England cliche.
Could have been Canada. You know this man is a nerd. He doesn't look like a nerd. He looks like a very well-dressed fellow.
Did you know the white-tailed deer is one of New Hampshire's living insignia?
Does that mean this is officially New
Also
Hampshire?
one of our most popular species among hunters.
Interesting.
So, if you like hunting white-tailed deer, feel free to take part in our challenge. Can't wait to see you in action.
Dang, I was hoping there was like a... Oh, there it is. So a side mission. Spot 4 white-tailed deer and earn silver or better. I like what they're doing here. I hope they're going to continue with this on future maps, because that's the type of mission I actually enjoy doing. This whole running around and getting the story is fun on stream, but typically there's not a lot of go and kill this, and this for the story missions lately. I like the side missions and the challenge idea. So a lot of you guys are talking about trail cams. I think it would be doable. I don't know how big a help they would really be. Maybe it would be, but I don't know. I guess antler species it would work. Are you planning to make more IRL hunting videos?
I've been
Yes.
walking in wilderness as long as I can remember. Me and my father, we basically lived outdoors. I'd get to know every species, every specimen. Learn what they eat, where they sleep, how they feel.
How they feel.
At the end of the day, you gotta respect all creatures, especially the ones you hunt.
It could hydro level 5, level 4. Don't know how they'd be implemented. I don't know enough about game development and stuff, but I do think it would be doable. Do you make IRL hunting videos? Yes. I filmed all this past season 2, so those videos will start soon.
Great job, Agent. Our teams have a nickname for that location, the Maple Spot. The first time I came
This
here,
guy's
I
a
was
nerd.
19. I worked here as a seasonal ranger one summer, and I just fell in love with the place. I realize this might be dangerous, but your next mission is to collect the maple syrup buckets. You'll spot them easily. They're metal buckets hanging on maple trees. Good luck out there. I was lucky they offered me a full-time job as a ranger. Flash forward 20 years and I'm head warden. Funny how life can be sometimes.
He talks funny. Like he has this, I'm trying to sound interesting voice, which is maybe done on purpose. Oh, okay. Took
I'm originally
a
from
moment
the
there.
Pacific Northwest. I was born and raised in the Layton Lake District Reserve. Rings a bell?
Nah, never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. Know that I appreciate your efforts. There's one last thing we need to... Sorry, I can't keep a straight face anymore.
He was doing it on purpose. I knew it.
Yep, exactly. That same reserve you visited back then. This probably gives you a big clue as to who my surprise guest is. Here's the reason. We're preparing souvenirs for all participants as a thank you for all their contributions to supporting the reserve. That way, everyone goes home with a little taste of New England. That's all.
I see it there, As. Thank you for the 20 months.
Warning, though. He can be a little gruff and reserved. Unless you get him started on black bears or unethical hunters, then he won't shut up.
Bring Jonathan Trampine in there. That'd be
If you don't
great.
mind, could you drop it off at the nearest outpost? Let me see. Okay, there's one in that valley. Just follow the river west. You would really be doing me a solid.
Am I going back to the same
His
one?
name? Carlton Locke.
Oh, it's his dad.
AKA my old man. Everyone always calls him Doc. Even my mom. I never understood why.
I thought it was his brother this whole time. Can I do things, please? Thank
By
you.
the way, I have another very important request for you. Hikers have reported spotting wood devils in the reserve lately.
Wood
Which
devils.
is strange, because no one in this area has seen one for years. There used to be a lot more of them in these forests, I heard.
Active, thank you for the 1 year. Welcome back.
They're quite
Happy New
elusive,
Year.
So, only an expert tracker like you might be able to spot one. If you do, make sure you take a photo. I'll need it for my next video. I count on you.
Is he a YouTuber? Imagine if every time you made a bad shot and called the wild dog just radioed you. I wish it would happen. How do I get in here? Why? That's odd. Fast traveling this lodge puts you on the backside of it? Favorite gun?
I realize I
probably the 7mm.
any info on wood devils earlier. My bad. Maybe you've never heard of them because they're endemic to New England and, well, they're almost extinct, unfortunately. They're mammals, slender build, gray fur. Thing is, they're tough to
Gray
spot,
fox?
even when you're close to them. They're extremely nimble, and they tend to hide behind trees when spooked. So you want to focus your search mainly in wooded areas. Hope this helps.
Oh, I didn't do the... My dad used that gun in real life? What's that, a 7mm? What is the best map? I feel like it's, that's a matter of opinion, but I'm rather partial to Leighton Lakes. Happy New Year, Noah. There we go.
Good. Thanks a lot. I'll have Holly pick them up when she's back from Nashua. Sorry, I don't usually ask visitors to help with regular warden tasks, but we're short-staffed this week.
So, he didn't really tell me what a wood devil is, but I think it's a gray fox.
All right. There's one last thing that you need to know about wood devils. One of their main characteristics, in fact. They're utterly and totally made up.
Oh.
It's a small prank we like to play on newcomers. I make sure to come clean after a short while, though. Don't want to waste anyone's time. It's basically the New England version of the Sasquatch or Bigfoot. Some people claim they saw one, especially in the 19th and 20th centuries, but there hasn't been any scientific evidence.
Right.
There's always a small chance it could be an undiscovered species, but it's pretty unlikely if you ask me.
I might agree.
Many of our visitors love local myths and folklore, and so do I. It's a great way to share cool stories about my second home.
Favorite DLC map, Runga? Woo, that was a good bit of cash for doing nothing. Laughing, waiting for a reaction. I was so sure it was going to be Gray Fox. I was proud of myself for figuring it out early.
Working? Can you hear me? Doc here. How are things, old friend?
He sounds different.
My son Trevor told you I was visiting, right? Haven't been here in years. Last time, Trev was so proud to show me around, and we found some peaceful remote spots we loved. Sorry, I don't remember where they are exactly. We took a few photos back then, and I sent them in the mail a few days ago. I think Trev left the pictures at an outpost for you, in case you'd like to check out those spots for yourself.
Suppose that depends. Is it a side mission? Big Game Hunter vibes definitely has, like, the Big Game Hunter Warden vibe. Best map for Moose? A lot of people are grinding for Moose on Medved. I think Rebentui is very good as well, but
Awesome. You're sure
hard to
living up
say.
to your reputation.
Oh,
Come to
right.
think of it, my very first hunt on this reserve was also a white-tailed deer.
This reserve is something else. I get why Trevor chose to settle down here. Me, Leighton Lake is where I've lived my whole life, and that's where I'll finish my days, that's for sure.
Leighton
Not
Lake,
much
he
has
called it,
changed
huh?
since your last visit, which is a good thing in my book. Hope's still the same, still off the grid and all. Once in a while, we have a drink or two at his camp.
That's the Blacktail guy? Tell me about Trampvine, please. I want to hear about it.
Me? Same old, same old. Leighton's always keeping me busy. I gotta say, I wish every hunter was more like you. Feels like all I do is go through the basics with rookies. It's vital that if you injure an animal, you find it and do not allow it to suffer. I feel like a broken record sometimes. I'm sure even Trev heard me say that over and over. I wanted to fax you the pictures, but, they don't use those anymore. It's a shame. Fax machines are a lot more reliable than all the new devices that young people use these days. Even if the power goes off, the recipient
will always receive their copy, smudges included.
What is the... Oh, it's a...
Oh, hey, Trev. How's it going, son? I was just telling our friend about the pictures of our favorite spots.
Am I missing something?
Good that you found the pictures. That's
Oh.
my little present for you. Believe me, those places are worth the detour. So let me know what you
Thank you,
think.
Nacho.
I'll need to see those photos too. I didn't have a beard then, but you had the handlebar stash, of course. I'm really happy you came to visit, Dad. Can you believe the last time you were here was, what, 7, 8 years ago?
You can't really take a vacation when you're a warden.
Well, now they're just having a
Meet up
conversation.
every year at Christmas. Better than nothing. I hope you can make time to go hunting with your old man. What do you think?
I'm
How
just
long
here,
you staying,
guys.
By the way? Hopefully more than a couple days this time. Sure, of course. It's a very busy time with the video, the reserve, and home stuff too, but I'll make time.
Thank you, Billy Bob Joe.
I don't know. It's hunting season over at Layton too, so I'll see what I can do.
Always is.
Good. You know, I know how it is, so don't worry about me if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I can imagine. There's no shortage of Baddens in every reserve, so you always gotta keep an eye on them.
Wait! Oh my, I feel so stupid. Is that why they chose that name? Because the word bad is in it? The way he said it made it sound
I
like
have another favor to ask of
bad
you,
ones.
and you're the one whose expertise
Oh
I
my
trust
God.
the most, my friend.
Easter eggs.
I'll compensate you fairly for your efforts, of course. I would need you to take a picture of a carcass left behind by a red fox. There's this particular need zone I know of. That way you don't have to look around for ages.
Okay.
Just a second. Let me send the info to your hunter mate. Thanks for your help.
What song we listen to? I can't actually hear the music. It's just a, I want to say it's like a 45-minute playlist of mostly songs that used to be called Happy Folk Guitar that have had new names since, but I don't know those names. And it's just on repeat. Do you think geese hunting is the best way to make money? Not really anymore. It used to be. I would say now fallow deer or red deer on tail
Is
roll
that
is.
for the talk you'll be giving on predators in Boston, Trev?
Yeah, exactly. I have this section on red foxes. I'm going for something easy and accessible, so I'm describing their behavior, eating habits, impact on ecosystems, stuff like that.
Yeah, you can learn a
What
lot
is happening?
about the red fox just by studying the carcasses it leaves behind. And a picture is worth 1,000 words.
What did I miss? Just kind of getting going here with the missions, trying to see what all they have to offer, and I'm attempting to shoot things in the process too, because I'm guessing there won't be too many, go and shoot animal missions. Accuracy 12 out of 12. I guess it was a little more than 100. Favorite place to hunt whitetail? It would be on Layton.
I should tell you more about the bi-yearly
But
hunting competitions
I like it
that
here
are
too.
ongoing in New England mountains. That's one of the reasons you're here, right?
No.
They're more challenges than competitions per se. There's a wide selection of them that you can take part in at any time. Skill shooting, weight challenges, among others. Since our challenges are quite popular, the admission fees are important to support our teams of rangers, researchers, etc.
Is that an air rifle from Weapon Pack 3? That was the 22 Virant from
Guess
Weapon
that's
Pack
how
1.
you're maintaining a healthy animal stock then. So how do you go about preventing overhunting?
We screen participants carefully, and we try to foster a culture we call add more than you take out. That's why we have the notice boards. Hunters are encouraged to carry out as many good deeds on the reserve as animals they've hunted. It's on their own terms. They choose what they want to do and when.
I was gonna say overhunting's tackled
It's a
by
good
Great
system,
Ones being easier to
as
grind on
long as
other
it does
maps.
its job. Make people aware of their impact on nature.
Coast Bard, thank you for the super chat. Do you have a video on making money on red deer? I don't, but you could look at my red deer Great One grind videos and essentially just do that, except literally shoot all of them. Even the females are worth more than 1,000 cash. It's nuts. What do you play on PC? What's your big buck score? The official net score is 171 3/8. The gross green score, my brother scored it at 181 2/8. I got 180 6/8. After the drying period, the gross score was 179 1/8. So I would imagine that 180 181 is about right. Why are we lagging again? Come on, New England, you can do better than this. I believe in you. Oh, big meal. What the? Why? Do I need to turn more things down? I mean, make the game look worse. I feel like there should be presets for each map. Yeah, so they did that. Well, sort of. They did something similar to that in Hunter Classic. Now you have to pay for the things, but you can purchase loadouts that you can then customize and use as a preset. I really would like if they did that for Call of the Wild. There's a lot of maps now, like it's getting to a point where you can end up spending a bunch of time just doing your inventory. If you could just do it once, and then when you swap maps, even if it did it automatically, that'd be great. Can you do an IRL trophy tour? Maybe. I won't have my buck back from the taxidermist for a while yet. And then my brother does European mouse. He's got the 2 8 points that I killed this year. Maybe when I get them back, I'll do it. I have roughly 5,000 weight of the hunter. Should I get the 308 or the southwest region in Nez Perce? What gun are you using? Oh my god. All these things. Find a red fox feed zone. Oh, that was what I was supposed to do. Right. What was your last super rare? I think it was the Piebald Diamond Gray Fox. So 2022 is the first year I haven't shot a super rare in a long time. I did have a Piebald Diamond Harlequin duck, but that doesn't really count. Are you going to do an updated setup tour? I don't really have an updated setup. I guess we could do one with Kyla and I both having our setups here. Would you still recommend a Weapon Pack 3 as the most versatile? I'm trying to remember. Oh, probably not. And then what is your opinion, a good third map beside Leighton and Hirsch? Rung is a good one because it's so different from those two. As far as the most versatile weapon pack, I'd say the Modern Rifles pack. You don't have anything for Class 9, but everything else is there. Do initial diamonds spawns
Remember, what the photo should feature
help?
is a carcass left by a red fox. I just need one. That would be a great visual aid for my talk.
I do not know. So, should I have been paying attention? I'm guessing it'll be right at the thing, it always is. Is Dilute a rare? It is now, yes. What do you think the easiest time to get is other than turkeys? Probably Ibex. Oh, nice, Jack. I was gonna say hope they're good, but that's gonna be the incorrect. I know they're gonna be good. Hope you enjoy them. What is the best DLC map? I think it's Virunga. I've always liked that map. Jalen Wharton, that dude, I hope the Steelers keep him. He's such a good, like, 1-2 punch type of back. Capercailly's also easy, true. You got a point there. Oh. Oh, no, there is, okay. Yay. How you feeling? I'm feeling alright. The biggest thing is, like, head cold vibes.
Yeah, you bet. It's awesome being able to reach people all around the world and introduce them to hunting, wildlife conservation, environmental threats.
It's impressive that you're still able to put so much energy into it. I wouldn't be able to do that on top of my responsibilities as a warden.
The way I see it, there are two sides of the same coin. I can't live in my own little bubble and hope for the best. I love sharing what I know, and I listen to people in return. That's the best I can do.
I'll be honest, Drew got a little lucky there. Danny, they have to win. They have to beat the Browns. The Bills have to beat the Patriots. And the Jets have to beat the Dolphins. The biggest concern is the Bills for me.
In the South just called. They've been seeing a bear roaming around their farm. Understandably, they're worried.
Oh my god, am I gonna get to kill something?
$5 says that some tourists have left behind some food and trash.
You tell them,
I
Doc.
get that at least once a month at Layton.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Someone has to go pick up all the leftovers, but also be watchful for bears. They tend to be aggressive when they're hungry.
Could you take care of that old friend? Remember that this could be dangerous, so make sure you're ready.
Why am I concerned about the Bills? Because they haven't announced the schedule yet, and if the Bills lose to the Bengals tomorrow, and then the Chiefs play before the Bills, not tomorrow, tonight, and then if the Chiefs play before the Bills next week, and the Chiefs win, the Bills could be playing for nothing. That's my worry. Where am I going? Down here? How do you make so much money? In-game? Just shooting a bunch of stuff. I don't know what my total harvests are, but it's over 50k.
Dad, there's moose stew on the menu tonight with
Oof.
wild berries and cranberry sauce on the side. Hunted and cooked by yours truly.
That sounds glorious.
Nice. Just like back home. Hey, how's Sam, by the way? How are things at the
50,700
hospital?
kills.
It was really tough at a few points, but it's better now. We're also making good progress on the house. We're almost done with the structural works.
Exactly, thank you for the super
That's
chat.
good to hear that you're
Very
able
happy
to
for you and
catch a
Kyla.
break.
Keep up the great work. I'll do my best, man.
Next
Thank
year,
you.
It's your turn to come over to Layton during hunting season.
Maybe. We'll see what we can do. A lot of things are up in the air right now.
He reminds me of River from Way the Hunter a bit. Thank you, Amen, boys. What about those Lions? I'm rooting for them. I don't know if they'll be able to beat the Packers, but Dan Campbell is just such a easy guy to root for. Yeah, how about that, Hatcha? Danny Jones, Danny Dimes going to the playoffs. Best scope? The one with the most zoom is the Argus. It costs like 30k or something like that. It's the one I use. I like having that additional zoom, but not everybody does. How'd you get to YouTube's channel so successful? Honestly, a lot of it was just kind of, you know, brute force content, just making what I enjoy and doing it a bunch, and it's, you know, worked out.
Trashed camp. Seems you were right, Dad.
Was it a bottom?
Could you please pick up the leftovers to make sure the bears don't catch the scent and come near the farm?
Doesn't
I see
matter if
chips.
that mess was caused by humans or bears. It's always our fault anyway. We should know better.
Where's that raccoon?
Thanks a lot. It may not look like it, but what you're doing is critical work, both for nature and for the safety of the people living here. The farmer mentioned one more location that they saw a bear, on the other side of the river. Could you please take a look?
Can I do a video with DD33? Maybe. You never know. It's possible. What do you think of the 49ers? They're legit. And so is, what's his name? Brock Purdy. I really think they're gonna have a tough decision on their hands between Trey Lance and Purdy next year. What do you think of controlled spawning? What is that? Herd management? Great one, fallow. I feel like I want that to be a thing. It would probably look really cool. My concern is grinding fallow on Teoraroa is so easy right now that they would not have nearly the value that something like a great one, say Black Bear, does, because they're really tough to get. And Jimmy G, I mean, they wanted to move on from him anyway, so I assume that was their plan. Great one, elk has to be next. Could be mule deer, could be elk. I still have a funny feeling about Red Fox with that model rework, but we'll see. When do they play? Penn State. Well, great one. Do you want mule deer for sure? What's up, Thunder? The cosmetic pack. If you care about what your guns look like, then yeah. Otherwise, not really. There's not a ton of options. 5 user. All right, when the game starts. What am I talking about? Right when the stream ends. Do you got Georgia or TCU? I'll go Georgia, but they definitely need to play better than they did against Ohio State. That was, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it. That was something. The Ohio State missed field goal. The ball basically hits the ground right at New Year's. Like the ball dropped, like the New Year's ball dropped, almost exactly on the second that the kick missed. Great one, roadie. That can actually be really cool. If you look at non-typical road deer and stuff, they get wild. That's a long field goal for a college kicker, Hunter Stevens, and Ohio State did not play the last, like, 5 minutes that well. Or however long, I don't remember. The drive before Georgia's game-winning drive, was that the one? They ran it on first down, ended up in 2nd and 10, and then couldn't get the first down and kick the field goal. I feel like they should have just kept on putting on the pressure with passing. And then I don't remember how much time they had when they got the ball back, but they probably could have done more with what they had. This is a genuine question. I can't speak. Question, Asthmatic Peeper. Do you believe in Russell Wilson? When does Springbuck drink? They no longer drink, but that's actually realistic. Springbuck get their hydration, I guess I'll call it, in real life, through the vegetation they eat. Do you watch basketball? I do not. Where's the best place on Cape Buffalo? The eastern coast of Virunga is loaded. Kane, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on the Sugar Bowl? Alright, I'm gonna need somebody to tell me which one that was. Was that TCU and Michigan? Or is that what Penn State's playing in? I do not do herd management. I don't know who asked that. Love your vids, thank you. I'm a Broncos, Cowboys, and Vikings fan? I love Russ. Firing Hackett was exactly, come back. Exactly what he needed to be better. Almost beat the Chiefs twice. That's progress. What do you think? I think I've always been a fan of Russell Wilson, except for, like, with this year and everything that happened, I started to wonder if maybe more of his persona and stuff was more smoke and mirrors than anything. But how'd that miss? And I want you anyway, Rabbit. Anyway, I think probably the Broncos kind of brought him in as the savior and treated him as such. I think if he's coached up and stuff, he'll probably be back kind of normal next year. Anyway, Canooch, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Thank you for the super chat. Do you want the Steelers to go to the playoffs? Yes. There's a hilarious faction of Steeler fans that want them to just lose every game and get a higher draft pick. Like, this team is really young. Other than maybe Cam Hayward. Man. TJ Watt's been to the playoffs a few times. Like, most of these guys just need the experience. What's up, mistress?
More trash. I can't say I'm surprised.
He's talking about me.
Good news is, once you've cleaned up that mess, the farms should be safe again.
Yeah, those who don't clean up after themselves, sometimes they're the same who complain about pollution and talk about how things used to be better. Go figure.
Thank you very much. You've really helped. What? A bear? All right, don't panic. Find a way to carefully get away from it. If it becomes aggressive, you can also go for the kill.
It's up to you. Remember, you're more than experienced enough to handle it. Evaluate the situation and the bear, and make the right call.
Kinda sounds like I wasn't supposed to just murder it.
I'm relieved we sent you on that assignment. Bear encounters can quickly escalate if you don't know what you're doing.
Me too. I had a feeling. Anyway, you want to get rid of those food leftovers as soon as possible. Just drop them off at a nearby outpost and we'll take care of it.
Are you a Steelers fan? I am, yes. Would you ever have an Africa IRL hunt? It's not at the top of my list. Maybe one day, though. Very disappointed for the Vikings' loss. What was the final? 41-17? You know, they're very 2020 Steelers-esque. They just found a way to win so many games. I hope they don't get one and done in the playoffs, because Kirk Cousins at the playoffs seems like a good time, but I don't know.
So, Trev,
I don't have a lot of faith.
Hope and I were talking about you the other day. Like I told him, I sometimes wish you didn't live on the other side of the country. Don't you miss home?
They're gonna make me the warden. I can smell it.
Home. It's a fuzzy concept for me. You always had the one. Layton will always be my home, but this is my second home.
Right.
I'm closing in on 20 years, and I'm happy here. There's no such thing as coming back in a situation like mine, not after so long. It's not like my old Layton life is still there waiting for me.
That's
I
no
still
good,
need to
David.
Start over from scratch.
I understand, I really do. I'm just worried about the reserve. I can't find anyone good enough to take over. I want to get that sorted out myself soon. You never know.
You know, Dad, regular people just say, I wish you'd call more often. I miss hanging out with you, son. You're right. I haven't called enough, and I'm sorry.
Well, you have a good point. We both know that being a warden isn't really a job you can do remotely.
This is such a weird conversation to just be observing.
Life happens, and you procrastinate, but tell you what, you're almost here. We'll have a good time then.
What sickness do you have? I don't know. We ordered COVID tests. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have ordered one. I would just... Typically, I haven't been sick much at all since COVID started years ago now. And if I get sick of any kind, I just don't go anywhere.
In the last few years, for us, it's been an invasive plant species called perennial pepperweed.
That was my nickname in high school.
I know that one. Tough bastard. Native to Eurasia. Introduced to North America by accident. It's become a pest all over the country.
Yeah, some areas of the reserve are affected now too, so we're recruiting volunteers to manually remove them. Better do that now before the populations become too large.
Down with the sickness.
Can I count on you too, my friend? I'll make it worth your time. I've tagged the most affected areas on your hunter mate.
Well, let's hope I could shoot something while they were talking, but here we are. A swear word. Who do you think the Steelers should draft? It depends on where their draft position ends up, but... O-line, probably? Don't mind me dying.
It may not sound like a very glamorous task, but believe me, invasive plants tend to suppress native species. Studies show that without proper control, they reduce natural diversity, wildlife habitat, even water quality.
Best MLB team. I don't follow it.
The perennial pepperweed can do. It's highly competitive and very good at adapting to a wide variety of factors and soils.
Our state agencies have been coordinating local efforts, and we've been trying to educate the population.
I get it. It can be hard for the layman to grasp. How can your own little patch of land cause major stress to the whole ecosystem?
This is something with two wardens. Is Killikai Kyla? Yes. Favorite football team? I'm a Steeler fan. Any luck this Pennsylvania hunting season? I ended up getting 3 does and a kind of small buck. I was going to shoot I made the decision to shoot a 2-year-old buck when this one stepped out, but I did think it was a different buck that's like Probably 15 inches bigger than this one. But, you know, meat buck, that was kind of the decision regardless, and maybe best that the bigger one potentially is still around. But yeah, I had 1 deer on the 3rd to the last day of the season, and then I killed 3 in the last 3 days.
I went on the internet the other day and I watched that video you made on invasive species.
The internet.
Well, it was really well made and very clear. Good job.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, you did? Well, that means a lot. Thanks. Glad you found the button for the internet.
Hello. Who do you want to see in the Super Bowl? So I was just looking at this yesterday. It was March something. One of my friends asked me who I thought was going, and I said Niners Bills. And just for the sake of my prediction, I'd like to see them there. Doc is a boomer? A little bit. Are the Saints dumb for trading their first rounder? I didn't understand the trade. Because they moved up to draft Olave? I mean, he's good, though. No, I think it was an okay move. Oh, nice, Chris. That's plenty of venison, that's for sure. You missed something behind me? Wait, where am I even going? I don't know what that marker's for. Oh, the bear, right. Does COVID or any other type of sickness come with short-term memory loss? Because yikes. Chargers to win it all? I would love if they did. Justin Herbert is... I feel like he's both underrated and, like, some people maybe even overrate him to a touch. But I mostly see, like, just people talking about they don't win enough games. Meanwhile, his team has let him down so many ways. Did you hear about Tomlin yelling at that fan? The, man, I'm bleeping working thing? I think it's hilarious if that's the one you're talking about. It could, Tegan. Trevor Lawrence looks like he's legit. Worst MLB team. Pirates are up there, unfortunately. What is your dream hunt? Caribou in Alaska. Poor, what's his name, Emmanuel Acho? Poor guy. Tua started struggling. Tua was like his favorite person to talk about. Justin Herbert's in the playoffs. He's having a hard time here. I am indeed 25. Have you ever shot a red stag? I've never seen a red stag. Never really been in a place I could see a red stag. Indeed. Only recent time since 2017. It's all good, though. I mean, probably best that they continue to be that special and that rare. Thoughts on the Vikings? Their defense doesn't scream championship to me. They may win in the wildcard round, but I think they're going to get smoked by the divisional round. And the Dolphins... I just don't get it. I don't know if they... Actually, kind of what I think is... Mike McDaniel designed a system that Tua could do well in, and then defenses kind of figured out how to defend that. And either Mike McDaniel can't adjust, or Tua can't play in another
You know what they look like? Tall,
style.
branching plants with white flower heads. Just make sure you remove the whole plant when you pull it out.
Look at all these deers. This is a good spot. Ooh, there's an okay one. If they're taking us around this way, we'll just go shoot that buck. Huh. I hadn't seen that nickname before. For Mahomes, that's a new one. Who did the Chiefs lose to in the playoffs last year?
Good. There's one more area that's badly affected, so check your hunter mate to know where to go next. Thanks.
The Bengals, I guess it was. Mahomes made some
Speaking of
reckless
invasive
plays, like you're saying.
species- Hey, Dad. Sorry, my father just arrived. I'll call you later.
Peace and quiet. Bojangles, that was it, yeah. How many diamonds in a grind do you have to get the great one? There's no set number. Could be 0, could be 100. All random. Thoughts on Bills Bengals? I want the Bills to win because then there shouldn't be any reason for them to not play their starters against the Pats next week and hopefully beat them, giving the Steelers maybe a chance to get in. I don't think the Steelers are going to win it all this year, but I think it would be good for their young team to get the experience. This is totally in like a selfish fan thing. As far as good games and stuff go, I don't think the Pats would make for... None of the potential 7 seeds are going to win it, so now I'm going to stick with that. Rarest animal in the game.
You know, on the way here, I saw that railroad, and I was thinking, did you get a chance to visit some of the landmarks here, old friend?
Maybe a melanistic
Good
red
idea,
fox?
Dad. There. I've just sent you their locations. If you find one during your exploration, I'm happy to share some of our fascinating history.
Well, there goes my peace and quiet. Biggest elk? Which elk species? Let's hope you get something amazing. Hey, just about every time we do missions, we run into something. It does typically happen. Alright, where are we going? On another lake. Better during whitetail drink time than not. Oh, yeah, maybe like a rare great one. You got a good point there, Guitar. I have a question. What's up? Rocky Mountain, 509? I think. Least favorite NFL team. It used to be the Bengals, but I actually like Joe Burrow. When they had, like, Burfict and Pac-Man Jones and stuff, I just couldn't stand them. So who is it now? I don't know if I have a legit, like, hated team. Might be the Browns, because I'm not a huge fan of the whole, you know, Deshaun Watson has 20 sexual assault allegations, and then they just give him a $230 million guaranteed contract. But you know, I understand what Jimmy Haslam's doing. He's desperate to have a good quarterback. I just don't know that that's the way to get one. Shot a gray piebald raccoon. That's cool. I really want like a rare one. I had that one small albino. All the different piebalds are cool though. I don't have one. Just a couple. We'll check the other side. Do you like Andrew Tate? I don't know who that is. I'm actually hunting while watching your vid. Keep up the... I don't know if you meant to say keep up the good luck. I'm going to wish you good luck if you're actually hunting. Because luck for you will be more important than luck for me. But I appreciate you stopping in even while you're out there chasing whatever you're after. What is the best map for whitetail deer? Probably Reventuli, if you ask me. Good work. I thought that's what you meant, but, you know. How can I better manage my mule herds in Way the Hunter? I'm not gonna lie, I certainly have not cracked the code for all that stuff, but what I mean, there's two ways to do it. If you just have a ton of time, you can just, you know, let stuff age to at least adult, if not mature, and then shoot ones that are very clearly not, whatever that's called, high genetic potential. Or you can sort of take my approach, which is look for uneven racks and stuff. Usually uneven racks are a sign of poor genetics, and you can shoot those even like when they're young. And that sort of, it speeds up the process in that you don't have to wait for them to age before you determine whether or not to shoot them. Alex, thank you for the super chat, got the day off, and made a stream. Welcome in, man. I'm sorry that I'm sick and maybe sound like garbage, but glad you can make it in. Did you ever finish the missions in Way of the Hunter? No, I almost did them today. I'm so worried with that, though. Like, I got that 4-star whitetail. It was a 3-star adult. I am convinced it's going to be a 5-star. And I'd be so upset, like, if I got caught up in missions and fast-forwarded the time or something and it just died. What? A car on Fiverr? On Fiverr, yeah. Fire? Just drove by us? That seems to be bad. What's better, Yukon or Medved? For what? Man, you know, with wolves and stuff, it might be Medved. If you're specifically talking moose grinding, definitely Medved. As a map overall, could go either way. Sounded so different in like 2018. I sound different almost every year, which is
the
weird.
last area with high pest density. After that, we should be good to go.
I was watching my end of 2021 Trophy Lodge tour, and I talked like a lot quieter. Like I sounded bored, which I'm not. Like I wasn't bored, but I don't know. I felt like I wasn't speaking into the mic well or something.
Really good stuff. If we do the work, we can make a difference. Even if all we do is pull some weeds.
This is in Colorado.
Sometimes we harm nature whenever we're ignorant, negligent, or worse, selfish. Everything we do leaves a mark, I always say.
You know,
That sounds familiar. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. Anyway, I'm lucky I can count on volunteers such as you, my friend. You've really come through for us again.
I'm getting some Way of the Hunter vibes again. I'm gonna wait till they're done talking because I'm sure he's gonna say something else.
Actually,
There
I
it
don't
is.
have any more urgent tasks for you. But my father and I had an idea as a thank you for everything you've done.
I hope we're
Just
not
what
done.
you've done here in this reserve, but also back in Layton. So here it is. There's
Shut
this
the hell.
spot we'd like to show you.
It's a very special site for our family, and you of all people deserve to see it. It's quite the trek, but if you're up for it, we'll both keep you company on the radio.
I mean, I guess. Anyway, so they're doing this whole, like, very conservationist hunter style, which is sort of what Way the Hunter did, which I think is good, don't get me wrong, but with the new harvest screen and everything, like, a lot of stuff sort of fell in line with what Way the Hunter did, which I find interesting. Is cinnamon brown bear rare? Some people say no, but based on my bear grind, I did get a lot of them, but I got them at a rate which they would seem to be rare. Okay, anyway, where are we going? Follow the waypoint. The yellow brick road. Oh, I never got this outpost. I gotta do that. Better now than never. Is that the saying? Best spot for elk on Nez Perce? For me, it's in the southwest. I killed so many 5-stars down there. Can you show us where the best whitetail spots are in New England? I'm really not super familiar with this map. I've not hunted it as much as I would have liked. That said, I found like these small mountain lakes are very good. And this, I feel like this is a cop-out, but the entire river system is fantastic for whitetail and moose. If you follow any of the rivers, they're going to be there. Hey, Zachy, thank you for the 48 months. Very many of the 12s, more than I can count to. Appreciate you, man. Welcome back. Loading screen's awesome. You can really see how much Call of the Wild has leaned into great ones. Did I miss your brown bear grind? It was pretty brief. It was when I was doing the mustier grind. I used to... I don't know why. Unless it's a great one grind, and the red fox was an exception, but I really don't do a lot of content on like diamond grinds because I feel like they get a little stale. So probably I only did 1 or 2 videos on that. Show us your Trophy Lodge. I just did a Trophy Lodge tour 2 days ago if you want to check that out. Happy New Year, Zag. Hope you're doing well. Is a leucistic reindeer rare? Yes. Do you think they should add squirrels or chipmunks into Call of the Wild? I think they should add Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Layton's the best map. I do like Layton. Playing with the Hunter right now, shot a 5-star Black Bear. That's awesome. I had a 4-star. It may still be around. It was a 4-star mature forever. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. He has not got there. Taylor. I'm going to be lazy and not shoot that. What are good ways to make money? I would shoot red deer and fallow deer on Taylor if you want money. Hell, have Alvin as a great one squirrel. I feel like it should be Theodore. Wasn't he the fat one? Try and hunt a Wendigo. Seems like a good idea. Best video settings? I don't know, like graphic setting? I mean, ultra preset would be best, I think. Least favorite map. It's gonna say Hirschfelden. I had a pretty good hunt there last time. Mississippi. So much so that I just forgot it existed. What happened on Hirsch? Diamond Red Fox and something else. A melanistic bison. It was generally enjoyable. I've not been back since the pheasants got at it either. What's up, Bryce? It's going. Trying to get over this whole cold situation I got going on. I do feel considerably better than I did this morning, so I'm hoping it's starting to fade, but it's hard to say. It could just be meds and stuff kind of kicking in for a while. Can't say in Mississippi. I don't know what it is. Like, I like the... Ooh, there we go. I like the terrain generally. I enjoy hunting gators. The idea of like a swamp map, I think it should have been waterfowl and stuff, and I'm not a big fan of the big game species that are there either. Alright, Bobcat, I can't imagine you went anywhere. Dang it. One day we'll get a diamond. Huh. Where did we hit that? You were sick yesterday? Seems like a lot of people are kind of getting sick lately. Oh well. Got the level 9 red deer, fingers crossed. Do you think the Great One Black Bear is kind of a disappointment? No, I actually think the Great One Black Bears, in terms of the furs, I like most of them. They're fine. They're, whatever. But the thing I like about them is that they're difficult. That makes them special. Which handgun are you using? That's the 243. Have you killed any turkeys in real life? 2, and they were quite some time ago. 1 when I was in high school, and then maybe 1 my freshman year of college. Have not killed 1 since. I've come so close so many times. I have an ability to, like, almost kill turkeys, and then somehow it just doesn't work out. This past year, maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on the first morning, I had a pretty good gobbler coming in, and then a real hen just happened to be between us and cut them off, so that was cool. And then, I don't know, 4 days later, I called in 2 more, but they were coming in behind me, and of course I filmed my hunts, so I just misheard, like, which shoulder they were over. I thought they were over my left shoulder, and I had the camera on my right, so I moved it, and then they gobbled again, and I realized, like, nope, they're on my right. So I grabbed the tripod again and moved it back, and they, I'm talking like milliseconds, crossed the, or crested the hill in time to see me move it, and of course they spooked. That's a good one, the 2-hit concussion situation. I don't know. Does anybody really think that first time against Buffalo wasn't a concussion? Like, it seems like it's been 3. That's worrying. It's amazing, Caleb. I don't know if you guys saw Steve Rinella's most recent appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast. He was talking about somehow they were like tracking turkeys, and then they were sending like good turkey hunters to go and hunt them, and they had tracking devices for the hunters too, and like the way that the turkeys would just get away was insane. Should use the 10 mil? Yeah, we might crack it out here. I kind of think we're almost done with the missions. In which case, I don't know what we're going to do. I should play Myst. I've thought about it. I like survival games like that. Don't prefer Way the Hunter over Call of the Wild. I find Way the Hunter more realistic, but Call of the Wild's pacing and stuff is, I think, generally better for content. Shoot anything good? So far today, nothing to speak of. Turkeys are smart that they are. Goat Sim 3. Honestly, those games look like a lot of fun. First time catching a stream, but I've been watching the videos over the past few months. Up to level 54, 6 diamonds. Is that normal, okay, or good? I'd say good. I had 1 by the time I was level 60. What's up, Slinky? The best duck map? I mean, I'd say Reventuli. What is special about this place?
Listen, son, there's, well, don't get me wrong. I don't mean to evaluate your skills as a warden or anything. You don't need it. I just want to say you're doing really good work here.
I thought he was talking to me and called me son.
I mean, it's obvious you love this place and you take care of it. Plus, you do all that extra work on the internet. Anyway, I just keep doing what you're doing out here. I know you'll do just fine.
Does anybody know which map warden talked about YouTubers?
I was not ready for this. Did you write up that little speech in the car? Jokes aside.
Almost done. It seems that way.
Sharing what people like us care about. Passing along what I learned. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. More than you realize.
And they all lived happily ever after.
I'm glad, son. Hey, you got any coffee left for me? I could use a refill.
Is it blonde brown bear rare? Nah, it's like an uncommon. Will I lose DLCs if I start a new game? No. Level 48 with 7 diamonds? Not bad. Yeah, Asthmatic Beaver, I'm hoping so. Is buying the dog worth it? Yeah. There's situations where the dog can help. Oh. Can help you find things? I hate tracking turkeys. This isn't going to go well.
The camp
Detour time.
view isn't anything special, but my father and I built it together ages ago. Remember?
Of course I remember. It was your first year here. That whole area to the north is like far off and demanding, and we're both getting tired. So we decided to set up camp for the night. When I saw you building it, I remember thinking, that's it, Colton. He's not a kid anymore. When you're a parent, you always think you have all the time in the world with your kids, but you don't. You try to juggle work, your kids' homework, and everything else, and the next day, bam, you wake up and they're moving out and starting their own life.
I guess I gotta move forward for the next dialogue. I don't want to get off the trail of that level 3. Because I don't think he's with these hens. That could be him if he flew a weird direction. Do you remember all the above, of course? Still talk to him on occasion. is this thing? There it is. Okay, so I'm not going to spot it. If it's not the 3, that's all good. We'll get on the tracks. If it is, then we don't have to worry about it. Best animal for money? I mean, red deer would be like the best animal for money, but fallow deer on Tearoa could be just about as good. Not the one. That's all good. We'll get this mission thing done, then go back. Says you're playing Fallout 4. I am not. Geese alright. They're just so much harder to get in big numbers now. I think they also, like, cut the amount of money you get from them in half. Back for a level 3? Indeed. Gonna have to get this mission thing out of the way first, but I'm hoping what's gonna happen is we'll get this done. Level 3 is gonna be nervous and walking around. If we take it slow, shouldn't take long. Get the turkey with the bow? I don't have a bow with me, or maybe I would. I gotta get that output. Maybe that's where we're going. Be so far away from the turkey at this stage.
Juggling work and the rest every day. It's like, I'll do that tomorrow, or give your old man a call. I'm starting to understand how tough that must have been for you. Me too. I always say I'm too busy, and I don't even have kids yet.
How long does it take to get to level 60?
When you were a kid, sometimes you'd get
100 hours to play,
for
maybe?
not taking the time to play with you. And I hated seeing you like that.
This guy needs family therapy. I think they're doing it right now. I'm beginning to think this was further away than I thought. It's alright, we'll find the turkey regardless. Looking like we'll have 30 minutes or more to do it. The Ghost Jackal mission? Yeah, I was kind of upset. I don't want to spoil it, but I was upset with the ending.
I have some news to share, actually, Dad. I've been dying to tell you, but it was face-to-face kind of news.
I'm glad I get to hear it. Go
You're
ahead.
going to be a grandpa. Sam and I are having a baby. A baby daughter.
I knew it.
Really? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Ha. Congratulations. Really, I am so happy for you two. That is, oh wow. Oh, when's the due date?
End of February. Thank you so much. Now do you get why I kept nagging you about coming over?
Silence. This map story is legendary. It's not bad. Baby Hunter. Holy. Have you watched any of the Walking Dead series? I have not. That's just never really my thing. Hey, you never know, Danny. Maybe they don't have that figured out. I didn't listen. Maybe they do. What map? Right now, New England Mountains.
You're almost at the camp. I can't believe that camp still exists.
Oh, now we're north of the Alp. This is...
I remember Trev and I had a good talk the night we built it. We talked a little bit about your mom. Remember, Trev? You know, about back home.
I've been going back and fixing it up every now and then. That way hunters can use it if they need to.
Will it be a fast travel location? I don't think so. There's an outpost right here. Just subscribe. Thank you, man. Welcome, welcome. I don't think River has a spouse. How many hours do you play a week?
Camp is for people
Typically
like you,
30 or 40.
Thank you for being there for our family. Let me know if you need any help during your stay, and I'll be in touch.
I did find this. I remember being here. Rocks. Yay.
Tell you what, Dad. How about you and I go and hike to the camp in a few days and spend a couple nights there? I'll show you how it's done over here.
We'll see, Bradley.
Maybe in a few years, if I'm not too rusty, we'll all go. We'll show your daughter the ropes.
I thought they said daughter, but I couldn't remember.
You got it. You hungry? Come on. The stew's ready.
Is that moose stew? Because that made me hungry. I haven't eaten today. Can you make a video on new Medved not doing the moose grind? I did do one, but I guess not since the wolves in Caper Cayley have been added. Are Diamond Lions rare? I'd say so. I like the Broncos, the Chiefs better. I'm a big Andy Reid fan, so Chiefs. Moose stew sounds yummy. It does. Any kind of stew I feel like would be glorious given this sick situation. When I started playing, I saw a lot of your videos. Congrats on the content, and may God bless you. And we are together. We are? Either way, I appreciate that. Thank you. As a Bills fan, I really wish the Broncos would have won yesterday. The Bengals are good. I would have a bit of concern about tonight's game. But then again, the Bills are also good. And you do want to, especially going into the playoffs, like you want to have a signature win. Because I feel like, because the Bills beat the Chiefs and stuff, but it was early in the season, I feel like they haven't played that really good team in a while. How do you keep the game fun playing so much? The only game I can play repeatedly for a long time is Battlefield 1. I think a couple of things. It certainly helps that it's my job, so I can sort of approach it from that angle. But I just set goals, and I try to switch things up. So, you know, currently I still have a couple of diamonds on Reventulia I want, both Great One, Black Bear, and Moose. I'm a completionist in a way, so like, it drives me insane to not have those great ones, so that'll keep me coming back. Oh, that sucks, actually. Gonna be a close game tonight. Should be a good one. Hopefully I'm not dying enough to watch that. My favorite... Makes me sound like I don't know. My favorite thing is just to watch primetime football games and, like, snack. And, I don't think I can do a lot of snacking feeling like this. Like, it's just, I don't know, sore throat and stuff, chips and all that sort of thing, ain't it? Thoughts on dipping Oreos in water? I think you're weird. Why would you dip them in water? I don't get it. Jeff, that's nasty. Somebody explain. If there's a real reason for this, I'll try. Gluten-free Oreos exist. I think the Great One grinding split the community. I think herd management kind of did. I don't think Great One grinding did necessarily. There were a few. There were a few people that were like anti-grind, but for the most part, most people were kind of for that. But Great One grinding with herd management certainly has two like very... What's the word for that? Like, very staunch supporters or detractors. Pickett or Trubisky? One name's literally Pickett. Oh, one guy has 2 game-winning drives, and one guy threw 3 interceptions against the Ravens. Felt like it compromised the rarity of animals. Are you saying it compromises the rarity, like the value of them? Am I understanding that right? Best animal you killed in Call of the Wild? Probably the piebald diamond gray fox, I'd say. Alright, I didn't mean to pick up those tracks, but I think I can figure this out. Well, I'm glad that didn't show up. That could have been him. Best 22 gun? I'd say the Virant. 2 tones, that's not what we want. Goodness gracious, sorry. Seahawks need a win and a Green Bay loss. Do the Seahawks... I guess they're not eliminated. So they'd have the tiebreaker over the Lions? Completely disregarded my albino diamond moose. A lot of people have super rare moose. it seems less common to get super rare predators. What's the mission right now? I think we're done. I think we did them all. It's a little short, but if you do the missions to begin with, when you first get on the map, they would take you 2 or 3 hours. But because I have the outpost to fast travel around to, no time at all. Alright, I'm gonna need a next track here, game. I don't really know what direction it went in. I guess we'll run. Seahawks want Rust back? I doubt it. That's a hen. How many great ones have you killed? Just the 2. So there's a track. Alright, that gives us a direction. I don't ever seen super rare fox other than my pie gray fox. I know a fair number of people have super rare red fox. There must be another super rare gray fox out there somewhere. I've just not seen it. Broncos or Raiders? I don't like Josh McDaniels, so Broncos. If you see his reaction to beating Bill Belichick in like 2010, whenever he was the Broncos coach, and then basically, weren't they like 6-0 or 6-1 or something, and they missed the playoffs? That was his Super Bowl. You have a super rare antelope jackrabbit? That's actually really cool. What state do you live in? Pennsylvania. A troll piebald ready to score 250.6. That's pain. Are you asking which I like better, the diamond albino whitetail or moose? Probably the moose. Just the size of the thing makes it stand out. Crazy Boys, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the support. What great ones are there? So there are whitetail, red deer, black bear, and moose. Have you tried to draw a Pennsylvania elk tag? I've never done like the drawing, but I have. They're not called preference points, but do you know what I mean? The option to just do that. So yes and no. What DLC should I buy to make a bunch of money in XP? The Teyauro on Map DLC would be a good one, and probably the Modern Rifles pack. Those two, you'll be set. Are you doing rifle or archery, Caleb? Application-wise. Are you legendary? I'm level 12. What part of PA? Like West Central? Really want a Cape Buffalo? Great one. I feel like that would be very cool. What are we hunting right now? We're tracking down a level 3 turkey. It flew by. Unfortunately, it was out of sight before we could get a shot off. And I hate tracking turkeys because, you know, they have the ability to fly. So we're just walking along and hoping for the best. What is this game? This is The Hunter Call of the Wild. Think there should be an elk great one? Yeah, I don't know if you happen to catch my Call of the Wild wishlist video I did Christmas Eve, but I feel like both elk species would need a model rework first, but elk great ones are definitely on my list. Gun you use the most? Like, since its release, probably the 308, but, you know, if you went all time, it'd be the M1. Did you ever serve? Like in the military? No. Is that what you mean? If that's what you mean, I'm genuinely interested what you mean by, like, I talk like I want to know what you mean by that. Because I don't know, like, what way of talking that would be. There's our lad. See if he's going to walk up this way. I'd be thrilled to smoke him with a shotgun. Military service? I have not. I've got a couple cousins and my grandfather served, but I did not. You serve looks every time you're on camp? Goodness. Got a 4.69 diamond turkey, not too bad. Alright, don't you start trotting away now. I mean, it's shotgun range, but... Where'd he go? Oh. There he is. I want to shoot him in the head. Come on. Sit still. You're a busy lad. Alright, never mind. Use the scattergun? You're a scattergun. Hello? How to reload your rifles faster? So that is a perk. Under handguns, lightning hands, top right up here. Okay. Woof. Got trolled by a turkey for the first time. It's been a thing since... Raventuli? I think? I've been waiting for it. Figures it's an Eastern because we only have like 1 diamond. But it is what it is. You think herd management makes content creation harder with all the trophies? Do I think it makes it harder on a non-herd management creator? Not really. Like, it depends. I think if your thing is trophy animals and stuff, then maybe. I've never felt like my thing is getting trophies and stuff. Like, yeah, I try to get, you know, a cool animal per video if I can. I'll often, you know, if I record for 2 hours and I've got a good video, but I haven't killed anything good, I'll spend another hour and try to get something. But at least for me, it's not really. Herd management, if anything, is more of a mental motivation type thing. Go figure, bottom boy. But yeah, like, Whitetail was the one that really got me for it. I always have wanted to do a second Great One grind, and then, you know, when some people have literally like dozens of Great One Whitetail, it's just kind of like, I don't know, I don't feel like it anymore. I still might. Biggest deer you've killed in real life? The buck I got last year was a 180 and 6/8 inch 14 point. Just a ridiculous situation. Bought the property. I bought the house and the property. Like, I had my offer accepted in July sometime, and then officially got to move in a little after my birthday, September 23rd, 4th, and never got a picture of this buck. Only ran 1 trail camera because, you know, as it turns out, buying a house is expensive, so I wasn't buying new trail cams yet, and it just so happened December 9th got him on camera, walking down towards the creek. If you've seen the video, you'll know this, and then went and sat there and he stepped out. Do they have red deer in Pennsylvania? They do not, unless you're talking about whitetail deer with their red summer coats. I'd rather watch someone play like a normal person. I get the appeal of it, but for me, it's just about like future enjoyment of the game. You know what I mean? I don't think it's within the spirit of the game. It's the same as not claiming kills on a grind or whatever. Like, do I really care if people do it? No. But I don't think the devs intended for it to be played that way, and probably they didn't intend for grinding either, but you win some, you lose some, I guess. A new animal I want in Call of the Wild? Doll sheep. There's the bowl. I don't know what we're doing, I guess we're just gonna shoot some moose for a while. They're elk in PA? Yes. We have actually some of the biggest elk in the world because they're Rocky Mountain elk without the predation and harsh winters, so they just get massive. Dark, thank you for the super chat. Like, those great ones don't feel as special. In a way, I don't know. The way I look at it, I don't think... Maybe a bit. If I've seen, 50 great one moose before I get one, or whatever the number may be, it may make mine feel a little less special, but you know how much effort you put in individually. And I think that's, I guess, what's the most important. Was that a miss? I think we hit him in the leg and to get along. Should have brought a bigger gun. We're gonna need a bigger boat. No. Once you get to level 60, that's it. What time is it? In real life, it's 4:36, at least Eastern. In game, 1. I played it, I don't know, 150 hours or so on Xbox Jaguar, mostly just playing with Kyla. Long distance drugs, finding things to do together. They're really cool, Hunter. I think that'd be a neat addition. Favorite gun for a small game? Assuming you mean class 1, I guess the 22 Virant. It's so effective. Hard to go against it. Can you do another realistic hunt in Call of the Wild? What the? What just happened? Okay. Anyway, I used to like doing stuff like that, but once I started filming my own hunts, I just feel silly. So, never say never, I guess, but I'll probably stick with just doing regular real-life content for the realistic style stuff. How's your New Year? It, it certainly helped that the Steelers won their game last night. New Year's Eve was interesting. I mean, literally all we did was... I played Farming Sim and drank wine. Kyla grinded moose or something and drank wine. We were just vibing. Kyla was already sick, so I knew it was coming. I started feeling sick New Year's Eve. Definitely was sick yesterday. Still got to spend New Year's with my family. Kyla stayed here because she wasn't feeling well. We had our little mini Christmas thing, so that was great. And then watched the Steelers win. It's a good time. Sieg? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Thank you for the super chat. How do you manage to get so close to smaller game? I mean, a lot of smaller game runs slowly, so I just kind of run towards them, to be honest. Best whitetail map? I would say Reventuli. Should do a farming sim video. I may. I'm gonna start streaming it, I think. Here, I'll give you what I think will be the date. February 19th. That'll be after the Super Bowl, so there's no, like, football to watch, rush around and get a stream done by 1 p.m. or whatever. There'll probably be Sunday morning-ish streams, but I've been having fun with it. I'm trying to learn how to play with the seasons and stuff, because that's definitely new to me, but I'm liking it. Did you get the proposal on video? Yes. Fortunately, Kyla's parents were kind enough to assist me there, and we pretended we were getting photos taken. They were just recording the entire time. Best 4.8 rifle? Probably the 308. Did you watch the national playoffs at college football? I guess. I watched... Did I watch any of the TCU game? I must have. Because I remember that targeting play and stuff. Or non-call. And then I did watch the entire Georgia game. Definitely more realistic at the rut. The only thing... I'm trying to figure out like how to make money as I wait for my crops to grow. And I know I can just fast forward, but I'm trying to be like half realistic in that. Hopefully... Because I think what I'll do, assuming that I do go forward with the streaming the game plan, I think I'll try to stick with the current farm that I have going. And by then I should have some more stuff to do, like maybe animals. I don't know if I'll be at that point yet, but something like that. Derwin James, was he from FSU? I used the greenhouses. Ah. So what I've been doing right now, this isn't a sensible move necessarily. I've just been trying to pay off my loan, which I don't even remember why I have it. But I want to get that out of the way, so every bit of income is just like legit keeper income. And I'm getting there. I'm into like March, so there's a bunch of fertilizing contracts, which have helped. Hey, thank you, Timothy. We'll see it. I'm from Pittsburgh. I like the Steelers and Cowboys. Out of curiosity, when they both play, who do you root for? Can you post the video? I don't know. I'll leave that up to Kyla. You have it on your Instagram or something, don't you? There you go. Do you watch Yellowstone? I have not watched it. Pat Surtain seems good. Or Surtain? It's Surtain, isn't it? Justin Fields is a great runner. I just can't imagine that he's going to be like a lead your team to the playoffs QB. You just do contracts for like a year. It's just time consuming, which the whole game is, but I think I always want to be doing something like with my actual farm. So contracts that take a long time make me feel like I'm wasting my time, which I'm not. Which sports do you like to watch? I really only watch football. I've started to watch more college. Part of that... What just happened? Hit this rock, maybe? That was a clean miss. Anyway, part of that's because, you know, Kyle and her family are from Georgia and are UGA fans, so I follow that stuff. But primarily I watch NFL. Stetson Bennett. Great story. Maybe has a chance of being like a career backup, but you know, he could be a Kirk Cousins or like a, let me think, maybe Daniel Jones. Is he's like 5'11" though, right? He doesn't really have NFL size. The Pittsburgh game was awesome. I was starting to feel pretty sick by the end of that game, but as Kyla can attest, I was in bed, like, losing my mind over the touchdown pass and the interception. He plays better, Be Wicked, off the bench than he does as the starter. It's weird. And some guys are like that. Charlie Batch was sort of like that. Hey, thank you, Johnny. Definitely a scammer. If anybody sees those comments where it's like my logo but the name is text something, it's a scammer. Brett Rippon or Mitch Trubisky? I haven't seen Brett Rippon play enough. Najee played like a first-round running back. Maybe it's because Jalen Warren spelled him some more, so he was able to, like, you know, go 110% when he was on the field. I've never seen him run like that. Collinsworth said it best. He said, like, we need an exorcist Najee Harris is possessed, and he was running like he was. Thoughts on the Eagles? You know, they're like the Dolphins in a way, in that a lot of their stuff is relying on like RPO, and I feel like a good defense could stop it, but if they lock up that first round bye, they only got to win 3 games. You know, they may not encounter a defense that can stop it. That's a good one. Bad shot, but, you know. Brother shot a red stag in New Zealand in real life. That's cool. More throws to Pickens. So, I don't remember where I saw this. Part of the issue is, like, he's not a technician as a route runner. Deontay Johnson's kind of that. Like, he can get open. Pickens only has, like, a few routes that he's really proficient at. So I hope this offseason, maybe they can work with that stuff. Because if they can get him, like you're saying, 10, 12 targets a game, he's so good. It could be scary. Maybe making farming some vids. We'll see. It depends how the streams go. What do I think of Dallas? You worry about stuff like losing to the Jags, but they look good. Do I miss Chase Claypool? I miss the guy. Chase Claypool's a good dude. I hated that he, you know, got shipped out of town, but George Pickens is what Chase Claypool was supposed to be. We don't need 2 of them, you know? Alizarin? I hope I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right. Thank you for the Super Chat. Congrats on the engagement. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Yeah, my main one is just to try to, like, get back to... Not even get back to necessarily. Alright, rather than trying to categorize, I'll just tell you what I mean. I want to do better with more, like, creative shots as far as, like, filming stuff goes in real-life hunting. And I want to get back to, like, some more creative content, whether that's another choose-your-own-hunt type of thing, or something. I want to do more stuff like that this year. I do Sieg, but it's tough to go back-to-back even if you don't win, you know? I ain't gonna lie, B-Wicked, it probably ain't his fault. Justin Fields is not exactly a, you know, get your receivers a bunch of targets type of QB. They play a style that gives them a chance. They got smoked by Detroit, but I'm not saying Justin Fields is playing wrong. I believe that's the style they're attempting to play. But it's kind of like, what's his face, Hollywood Brown in Baltimore. You're just not gonna get to shine in that offense as a receiver. Do you play Farming Sim? I played a little bit about a year ago, and then we got Shadow. I'm just now getting back to it. I'm having a ton of fun with it. Might mess around with it tonight. I don't know. Also might lay in bed. I feel like joint pain and stuff has been getting me, but I'm having a bunch of fun with it. I like it. Anything good? I got a troll turkey. That was great. Really thought that was funny. Thanks, game. Nah, you know, Eastern turkeys seem to be a little bit more rare for diamonds, so I don't mind that. Happy the pats are bad. Man, I don't know what to think. Because none of it makes sense. Like, I don't know if Belichick outsmarted himself with Patricia and Judge working with the offense. And then, you know, on one hand, Brady has looked like garbage this year, and then yesterday he just went off. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Thought you'd be watching the Pens Winter Classic game. I don't really follow hockey. Like, I root for the Penguins to win, but I don't really watch. Now I know turkeys troll. It was never possible until I think Reventuli. Whatever update did the decimal, like showing the decimal in the harvest screen, it also adjusted some time requirements. It must have been Reventuli because Caper Kaylee got added. They're 4.64. So turkeys used to be 4.60 flat for diamond. Now it's 4.62. And you can get that 4.60 or 4.61. You'll never get a level 3 turkey below 4.6, but because the requirement got upped, they control. Favorite Steeler of all time? That I've gotten to watch? Probably Cam Hayward. He's just such a good leader. I've never seen a guy that can play with so much power and stuff, especially at his age. And generally, like, he's their Man of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, like, every year. He's just a good dude. Are devs going to adjust spook radius? I think it's on purpose, so I don't think they are, but, you know, if the community decides they dislike it enough, they could revert back. There was, why is this just a New England thing? Maybe it was never the inline, because that missed too. How weird. Anyway, there was a... When Brahunka came out, there was a change specifically on Brahunka where animals would spook from further. And the idea was the map's wide open, animals should see you from further, sense you from further, and spook. The community was so, like, upset about that they changed it back in days. Turkeys controlling game and they'll troll the hell out of you in real life. Dude, you are not kidding. It always... I remember being like 8, 9 years old. Oh, we did hit it. Huh. Anyway. I remember being real young. I think I was 8. My first turkey hunt. We had a gobbler come in, but it circled behind us. And, you know, I was 8. So, Dad was attempting to, like... He sort of held his hand upward to rest, for me to rest the gun on. But that made the word the butt of the gun was in the wrong spot. I'd completely missed. Regardless, every time after that, we'd get so close. Like, he would call some in, they wouldn't quite get close enough, or, you know, they'd hang up. They'd be in a field like 70 yards away and just wouldn't come any closer. And I just remember all the time, like, we're being outsmarted by something that has a brain the size like a walnut. They're incredible that way. Super Bowl thoughts? I'm sticking with my prediction from last March of Bills Niners. Got a 5-star Wolf. Ooh, nice. Packers Vikings game. I didn't watch it, I just saw the score, but I can't say I'm entirely shocked. The Vikings have started to falter here as of late. They found ways to win these games, but you know, they haven't looked dominant, and the Packers have started to figure things out. Oh god, David, I bet that hurt. Brain the size of the walnut, but some of the best eyes in nature, that's it, man. That sounds about like the season I would have. Hunted turkey for 10 straight days and saw one hen. I actually, you know, I've had opportunities. I could have killed one of like 20 jakes last year. There's one day it was raining real bad, and I set up in a blind. And I kind of knew where turkeys would probably come from, and there must have been 20 or 30 turkeys. I have footage of it, eventually those videos will be out. They all just walked by in front of me, and I was just kind of like, I'm hunting for a mature bird, so I'm going to let him go. And then I also had a bearded hen, fairly, like, small beard, maybe, I don't know, stuck out an inch past the feathers. I had it 3 yards away. I mean, it was right at my blind. But if I want to learn how to hunt mature birds, I can't shoot the first jake I see every year, because they're a little bit stupid. They're certainly not stupid, but in comparison. What gun's better than the Hunter, 308 or 300 Win Mag? 300 Win Mag is more powerful. It's more for elk and stuff like that. The 308's for like deer-sized species. I'm rooting for the Bills, Cooper, because if the Bills win, then they're in the driver's seat for the #1 seed. That's relevant to me as a Steelers fan because I want them to not be locked into a spot next week because they have to beat the Pats for the Steelers to have a chance to get in. If the Chiefs play before the Bills next week and the Bills lose tonight, the Bills could be locked into the #2 seed and rest their starters, in which case the Pats might get in the playoffs and that would eliminate the Steelers. Which, do I think they're going to win the Super Bowl? No. But, you know, it'd be nice for them to get in. As I always say, though, we're going into Week 18 and the team I root for is in contention. That's all I really care about. If I can watch the entire regular season and not be looking forward to the next year already, then, you know, it's a success. How many diamonds do you have? Well, I'm looking at that. Do I think the Packers are going to make the playoffs? I actually do. Amazingly. So this number's incorrect. It's actually 972. I'd explain it, but my voice is dying, so you'll have to just believe me. It was a bug when Bloodhounds came out. Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Well, I picked the Bills to beat the Niners last March. I'm not going to lie, though. If those teams match up, the Niners might win. They are so good. Like, they're out here. I know that the game against the Raiders was close. I didn't watch it. But my guess is the Raiders probably pulled out all the stops to try to beat them. Because they benched Derrick Carr and Josh McDaniels is probably not coaching for his job. Mark Davis won't fire him. But, you know, he's coaching for future positions because he probably won't last too long if they keep this stuff up. And the Niners still won. You better say Steelers to win? What, the Super Bowl? Hey, you know, I think they have a chance. I think with Watt back, I think they could play the Bills a lot closer. They're most likely to have KC as their first matchup if they do indeed, make the playoffs. That's not the best, but they played them a couple times. Last year, they had that really good first quarter in the playoffs last year. I think they could do it, but I'm literally just rooting for playoff experience this year. If they go further, awesome, but, you know, I'm trying to not get my expectations too high. Snakehead, thanks for the super chat, man. How you doing? Wonder what they're going to add to Call of the Wild this year. Good question. You would expect, right, that we'll have some kind of weapon pack or something in, like 2-3 months? Huh. I thought we were close enough that was going to alert him just doing that. A new lodge, I like that. It does feel needed. Can I show you my videos? Yeah, I can. Let me not run into the water here. There you go. Graphics settings got lowered a little bit today because we were lagging some. May bring those back up before the next video. What state's the Niners? I don't know if you just want Kylo to answer that or if you're genuinely curious. Well, it's San Francisco, so you can get it from there. California, man. Managed to get my first great one yesterday. Congrats, man. How many deer do I have to kill to get a diamond whitetail? On average, I would say like 100 or so. But you could end up with bad luck, and it could. I mean, I had a stretch of red deer where I went 1,000 between diamonds. That happens. It also happens that you can get them in 2 kills. Sometimes that's how it goes. Where was that at? I like that idea, Elijah. There was concept art that the devs posted for trophy lodges, and it was essentially like the Cabela's mountain thing they do. And I was like, oh, like I love that in the game. I can't believe they didn't do it. Maybe the next lodge will be that. Imagine, oh my, I would work so hard. I love it. Make it like a fully customizable Cabela's type mount. I love that. It's not really my thing necessarily, David. My dad has a SKS, I think. Pretty sure I'm right about that. It's a cool gun to shoot and stuff, but I'm not like, I don't know. I'm mostly like a hunting and maybe like a personal protection handgun type of firearm guy. I think the Seahawks have a chance. I'm gonna be honest, I think they're probably gonna get smoked, which sucks. I was rooting for Gino. Just in time. Shot coming in with the 47 months. Welcome back. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying the Colorados. I learned that you were there after I left. Or I didn't leave, but I was on my way out. Where'd that turkey go? I was gonna shoot that too. Disappeared into the beyond. Anyway, we're gonna go and get our whitetail there and probably wrap up. Better that than not working at all, cell shot. What's up, Martin? I am doing well. Hope you are too. I knew I heard a little small guy moving through the brush. Oh, cool. Yeah, I get you, David. My sister and her fiance got me a recurve for my birthday, and once the late season's over here, I do want to start shooting that. I really want to take it on next year. Anyway, made it through the 6th stream, fortunately. Appreciate you guys, A, bearing with whatever voice struggles I've had, and B, hanging out and doing the missions. On that note, that is going to do it for this stream. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support today. And I will see you in tomorrow's video, in which I don't know what we're doing yet. It depends on my level of sickness or not. Maybe classic, could be a moose grind. We shall see. Bye!